Well, I saw the role advertised, and the more I read about AUBG, the more interesting it was. And when they said, "Would you like to join the council?" I was very flattered and very pleased to do it. Well, very important for me. I got a scholarship when I was 11 years old to go to a school, a secondary school. I did maths and physics there. I did a first degree in physics, maths and geophysics. I then worked for a few years and then did a PhD at Cambridge in geophysics. And then I worked again for a few years, and then I did an MBA course and then moved into a business career. So as you can see, I've got 3 degrees, so education's been very important to me, and it's created huge amounts of opportunity for me. It's interesting you say science and innovation. It's true. I mean, a lot of my background is scientific, and I've worked in businesses that have innovated hugely. But actually the real skill in that was being able to convince other people that these ideas were good and worthwhile, and that my business kind of proposition was effective. So although the science and the technology is very important, there's also another aspect, which is being able to convince other people to back you or to follow your plan. So yes, it's a very important part of what I've done. Well, I think that's partly what I said in my previous answer. The value of education creates the ability to state your proposition, to explain your ideas, and I think a broad liberal education means you have a good platform to do that. You're used to arguing your case. You're used to debating issues and understanding complexity. And complexity means uncertainty, to accept uncertainty and to know what's happened before, what could happen in future. And I think the benefit of that kind of education that the university gives is actually hugely important in business, but also in politics, in government, and actually in all aspects of life. Well, it's a very unusual institution. That's the first thing. It's unique in Bulgaria. I think it's probably unique in the Balkans generally. I think that the liberal education gives the foundation for arguing the case, to explaining views and understanding other views. What's especially important, I think, is the inclusion of the word democracy in the charter of the AUBG, and the idea that the institution promotes understanding of and the importance of democracy. That means it's important, I think, for the world, because at the moment, probably actually always, democracy has been challenged, and it needs to be understood in terms of its value to society, to countries, and it needs to be protected. And sometimes people forget, they presume it will just last forever, but there's many times in history where democracy has been dismantled and taken out of the political process. It needs to be protected, it needs to be promoted, and it needs to be understood. And I think the university has a significant role to play in helping future generations of leaders to understand that.